ball, foot rubs ball, or something like that you can use. So let's start by using some type of ball that you have, rolling it in between your hands. And we're just going to start by warming up all the different nerve cells in our body, get some range of motion, and we'll do some breath work a little bit later, okay? So roll the ball between your hands, and I'll let everybody get settled. Oh, you got a big one, Margie. And then try to roll it the other direction. Roll it the other direction. So I don't know, Deepa, if you have a tennis ball laying around or a cross ball, or you need to make some meatballs. There you go, that'll work, a slow-mo ball. So roll it both directions. Take it one direction and then try to roll it the other direction, and just notice how weird that feels in your body. All right, I think everybody's settled now. Good. Mom, you have one of these balls in your drawer where all the other stuff is, in case you didn't find it. Now roll right under the collarbone, on that chest muscle, because this is that muscle that gets tight. And I want to extend a happy first night of Hanukkah to anybody who celebrates in the Jewish tradition. It is the first night of Hanukkah. And Hanukkah is all about the light, lighting the menorah, bringing light. And the story goes that the Jews were oppressed and fought off their oppressor, and in celebration they lit a candelabra or a menorah. Put the ball over on your hip too, on the menorah, and lit it with oil and expected it to last one night. And the miracle of it was that it lasted 8 nights. So that's why they celebrate Hanukkah for 8 nights. So I think it's just so important to recognize that we all have that essence of light within us. And some of us might not feel like really expressing that light or celebrating or decorating a whole lot this year for all kinds of reasons, just basic COVID stuff, right? Or and grief and all the things that we've had to deal with in the past 9 months. But the idea of light and lighting the candle helps to bring a sense of hope. And I think that we're actually starting maybe to consider seeing a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel as well. So that whole idea of light is really an important concept. So I just want to invite you to think about how you are the essence of light and how you have that light within you. And it's kind of like the same thing as when I tell you to smile and fake it till you make it. When you smile, you release neurochemicals in your body that help you feel better. So if you start adding more light to your house in the form of candles or a menorah or, Christmas lights or any kinds of special menorah, whatever kind of special lights, opening the windows, letting the sunlight come in, sitting in the sunlight, it will kind of fake it till you make it. It might help your body to just feel a little bit better than you actually do, because we're here for our well-being. We're trying to just make ourselves feel better, get a little bit movement, feel the connection of each other through this Zoom practice of yoga. Take it around your knee joints too. Anywhere on your body that's feeling tight or tense, just use this ball. All right. So we'll be practicing with the intention of lightness and bringing more light into our whole body and expressing that light in whatever way we can. Okay. All right. Let's set that ball off to the side now for a bit. And can you just start to rock side to side? Rock side to side and get connected and familiar with your sitting bones, sitting here on the chair. And feel the way your weight shifts from side to side. You can feel the weight shift from the sitting bone and from the feet. Just don't fall all the way over. And then start to make some circles with your whole upper torso. You can hold on to your knees for support. And again, there's no rush to get anywhere in a hurry. We're just taking time with our practice today, being present with what is, and seeing where and how we can allow that light to kind of infuse into our whole body, create a sense of lightness of our spirit as well. And then take that the other direction. There you go. Just starting to warm up our body a bit. See who and how we are today. And then settle into some stillness. Let's get to waking up the neurons of our arms and the rest of our body. So just a gentle tap, pick an arm, a gentle tap of the arm. If you don't want to tap it, you can rub it. If you're feeling cold, you can kind of warm it up with a little bit of rub or a little bit of tap. And going the other direction as well, the other arm. Take it onto your legs and your hips. That's it. When I look over to the side, it's because you're sitting all on a monitor over here, so I can see your faces and see what you're doing. Take it to the insides of your thighs, the outsides of your thighs. And if your spine feels open enough to be able to go down to your shins and ankles, start to get a little bit of tapping down on the undersides of the legs as well. There you go. And then just pause here. And notice if you can still feel the tingling sensation of your tapping. And now let's take 3 cleansing breaths. Let's breathe in through the nose and out through an open mouth with an audible sound, just releasing and letting go stuff, okay? So I want you to imagine you're breathing in this beautiful light. And as you exhale, just releasing stuff you don't need. So breathe in, taking all that light, and exhale what you don't need. Take another breath in and exhale. And then if it works for you to just rest your hands onto your thighs, if you need to keep moving a little bit and rocking side to side, if that feels better for you, feel free. But if you can find some stillness and groundedness, let the feet feel connected to the earth. And just begin to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose now. Breathing in and breathing out, just your normal natural breath. Taking your time. Realizing you are the essence of light. See if it's possible then to deepen the breath just a bit and slow the breathing down if that works. So taking a full breath into the nose, relaxing your belly so that your belly can pooch out big and grand so that you can fill those lungs up with a big breath in. And then use those same belly muscles to help press the breath out. Breathing in, that belly softens and rounds and those ribs expand. As you exhale, just letting anything else you don't need. You can even make an audible sound if that feels better, or breathe through pursed lips. Now imagine as you breathe in, you're breathing in that light, and that light is shining within your whole body. And as you take that breath in, it just shines and it gets brighter and brighter and brighter. And then as you exhale, it kind of just flushes out the stuff you don't need. And the next breath in, as you take a full breath in, let that light expand inside of you, and pause for a second at the top of that breath and let every cell twinkle with light. And then when you're ready, just let it all go. And just a couple more breaths in. Not rushing through anything, just being present with what is. Good. Nice. And then bring your hands to your heart space. We're going to chant the sound of Om together. So I want you to use your voice nice and loud, and we'll make that sound of Om. So use the diaphragm. So when you take that breath in, let that diaphragm lower, let the belly pooch out. And when you exhale, use as much strength as you can to make a good Om sound. All right, and we'll do that 3 times. That'll be our vocal practice today. So are you ready? I'm watching. Take a full breath in. Oh. Let's do that again. Full breath in. Good. And one more time. Full breath in. Bow your head to the heart of your intention, that light center, that source of light. And lower your hands down and gently blink your eyes open. And we chant that Om sound together. It kind of unites us together as our group. And a yoga group together is called a Sangha. All right, and these are the people that get you, that are willing to support you, be there for you, happy when you're happy or sad when you're sad. We're just part of a united group here. So it's just so nice to know that we have each other in this Sangha. All right, let's get some movement in. So take the shoulders up toward your ears. Make some nice circles with your shoulders, warming up the upper body a little bit more. And then we're just going to take that right arm and we're going to let it swing. So imagine it's not even attached to your torso. So get as much freedom and flexibility of movement as you can. Just let it be free. Breathe in and breathe out. Now we're going to take that arm across our body. So slow that baby down and whip it across your body and out to the side. Good, good. There. Over and across, just letting momentum and gravity carry that arm and open up through that chest a little bit. All right, now if there are any tennis players in the group, this probably isn't anything like tennis, but take your arm diagonally up and across and swing it back down. Be a real sloppy forehand, right? With your right arm. Sweep it up there. Good. All right, now can you just turn that into a figure 8 or an infinity sign? Good. Look at those arms flailing about. Very nice. Oh, good. Whew. And then give that shoulder a little massage, a little bit of love. Everybody's shoulder doing okay? Sometimes when you just let it kind of hang and let gravity take over, it starts to loosen that joint up. Let's go to the other side now. This is one of Renee's exercises. She starts every class this way. So as soon as she sits down, she starts doing this and everybody knows it's time to start class. So sweeping that arm forward and back. So if she becomes our guest teacher, you will start your class this way. All right. And then take that arm across and away from you. A little bit of opening in that chest. Good. Oh, nice. And then let's take it diagonally up and back, up and back. Find your breath, stay connected. And then when you're ready, turn that into that big figure 8 or infinity sign. Looks like a conductor. It's one thing we can look forward to again is going to concerts, seeing the conductor doing his thing. All right, now swing both arms and we're going to do the Michael Phelps move. So we're going to just rock one arm over top of the other and give yourself a hug. And then swing the arms open and give yourself a hug the other way. So each and every time you stack a different arm on top. Here we're doing a little bit of cross body movement. Warming up the back body now. Getting the shoulders working. All right, next time you have that right arm on top, leave it on top. Right arm's on top, and I want you to twist to the left and look over your right shoulder. Feel that nice stretch across that right shoulder area especially. And then come back to center. Now which arm are we going to put on top? We got to remember, because earlier in class My other class, I couldn't remember which one went on top the second time, but I think it's the left arm. So next time your left arm is on top, leave it there. Soften those shoulders down. Give yourself a good hug and twist to the right as you look over your left shoulder and feel that nice stretch in that left shoulder. Good. And come back to center and shake those arms out. All right, we've done some with our arms, so let's just do a little bit of movement with our feet and legs. So can you lift your heels and lift your toes? A little bit of movement in those feet, lifting heels and lifting toes. Good. All right, now have your feet flat on the ground and see if you can keep your 4 toes down and just lift your big toes up. So all the different ways we think about light, and right now I'm thinking about twinkle toes. Let the light shine from your toes here. Now keep your big toes down, the ball of your big toe. Can you lift the other 4 toes up? Well, I guess it's actually 8 toes. And then switch again. Lift your 2 big toes up, press your 8 other toes down. Get a little bit of movement. If you need to help them with your hands, you can. Margie, you look like you're concentrating really hard. Keep your big toes down and lift your 8 toes up. This does take concentration, doesn't it? And then lower all your feet down, just twinkle those toes. Good. Lean back in your chair. Lean back, and we're going to lift that right leg up and just hold on to the knee as best you can. If this doesn't work, you can just keep your foot down. And we're going to do some ankle circles. So rotate your ankle like you're stirring the pot. Go both directions. Listening for that snap, crackle, and pop of those ankle bones, right? And then lift your toes up towards your nose. Feel the stretch across the back of your calf and Achilles tendon. And then point your toes. Really try to point the toes toward the floor, getting a nice stretch across the top of the foot. One more time, flex, toes up towards your nose. And then toes down toward the floor. And then just kind of shake that leg out. And can you take it out to the side a bit? Just use one hand and walk that out to the side. If you're leaning back in the chair, you shouldn't have any pain in your lower back. Now, if you feel like your core is really strong today, you can sit away from the back of the chair and just use your core strength to support you as you do this move. All right, let's give that leg a little massage, a little love, and then we'll go to the other side. All right, ready? I'm going to lean back again because my back's tweaking. I make some circles with my ankle, nice and slow. There's no hurry, nowhere we have to be right now except right here with our yoga practice. And then take it the other direction. Nice. And then toes up towards the nose. Feel that stretch in the back of your lower leg, and then point forward. Really stretch across the top of your foot. We don't get this stretch very much. And then again, flex. Can you spread your toes out? Get some air space between your toes. And then point. Good. And then if you can either sit forward or stay sitting back and rock that leg side to side. Keep connecting with your breath. Use your breath to help you notice if you're pushing yourself too hard or if you're, still in the practice, staying connected with that nice even breathing. One more time out and back in. Good. And give that leg a little massage. All right. Let's move back to our upper body now. Fingertips on your shoulders and start to make some circles with your elbows. And start nice and easy, depending on how those shoulders feel today. Let them open up at their level of ability. So if you can get those elbows up a little bit higher, pick them up a little bit higher and back down and around. Full range of motion or your level of range of motion with those elbows. Now, can you point your elbows forward? Soften your shoulders down. Lower the chin sort of toward the chest, not all the way. Keep that little golden egg under your chin. And then start to draw the elbows toward each other to stretch across the back of your shoulders. Really pay attention to what's going on in the back body. Ooh, they almost touch. And then open those elbows out wide. Open your arms out all the way like eagle's wings. Lift up through your heart. Shine your light forward in your heart. So we're lifting from the breastbone. We're not crunching the lower back. So lift up and press your breastbone forward. If you feel anything in your lower back, back off. All right, fingertips to the shoulders again. One more time. Soften the elbows, soften the shoulders down. Draw the elbows toward each other. Gently tuck the chin a little bit. See if they come in the direction or even can tap. Maybe, maybe not. Feel that stretch across the back of the shoulders. And then start to open the arms out to the side again. So why are we doing this? We're doing this to help prevent that hunching over stuff, all right? And that's going to increase your risk of falling forward, which we definitely don't want. All right, or backwards. Now just kayak your arms like you're kayaking a boat. Go forward and then take it the other way. And I don't even know if you were in a kayak, if you went this way, if you would go the other direction. I'm assuming, and then back the other way. Or are we going to take ourselves in a circle? That's how much I've kayaked. I just don't know. I've only typically gone forward. All right, and then shake all that out. All right, how about a little bit of side body stretching, okay? So I want to do this in a way, actually we need to do something first. Take your feet out wide. Press your hands into your thighs and get tall, and then hinge forward. Let's just stretch across your lower back. Try not to droop your head. Keep your head and neck in alignment, and maybe even roll your shoulders back. Feel that nice stretch. Press your feet into the floor, engage those muscles, and then lift back up. Full breath in, and then hinge forward one more time. Let's do this with the breath again. Inhale and exhale. Good. One more time. Inhale. Pull in all that light, shine that light forward, and then exhale, bow forward. And then press back up. Okay, now, see if it's possible to scooch over a little bit to the right side of your chair. You're still gonna hold on to the chair. Scooch over a little bit to the right and extend your right leg out to the right side as much as is comfortable for you. It might be at a 45-degree angle. Maybe you can take it all the way out to the side, but find something that works for you. Is that gonna work for everybody? All right, you're trying to stretch the inner thigh of that right leg. All right, so now we're gonna take that right arm up overhead or to goal post or fingertips on the shoulder. It looks like everybody's arms up nice and tall though, so let's just keep it there. And then tip over, hold on to the chair with your left hand and then just tip over a little bit to that left side. You have a nice stretch in your side body. All right, bring the arms now to a T. It's strong in your core. So press your left foot into the floor. Use that to help you grow taller. Pause here for a minute. Now lower this right hand down to your right leg. Turn your left palm up, reach it overhead, and tip over to that other side, to that right side. So now I want you to take your awareness right to your waistline on that left side. See if you can stretch the waistline a 1/4 inch longer. Open that side up. Use your breath. Good. And then come back to a T. Stretch your fingers long and tall. Try to touch the wall on either side. Palms up overhead. Together. And slowly down to your heart. Good. Now I'm going to grab my leg with my hands and bring it back to the middle. Sit in the middle of the chair and hinge forward just a little bit to realign that spine. Sometimes it gets us a little cattywampus. Up and back a few times. Get that spine in good alignment. Make sure that was okay for you. All right. Did you practice that within the confines of how your body feels today? All right. Not how you did last week, but how you're doing today. Right. That's something Renee taught us, that every day, when everybody knows this, every day you're a different machine, right? Different cells, different chemistry, different mood. And we have to honor that. All right, so scooch over to the left side of your chair and stick your left leg out to wherever part of that clock from, 12 to 9, whatever works for you. Get tall. All right, hold on to, which way are we going to go first? Hold on to the chair with your right hand and reach the left arm up. So if your shoulder doesn't like that, find what it does like. And then tip over towards that right side. Good. Nice. That's it. Good, Raj. Good. Sue, how's that shoulder today? That other shoulder. Let's come back to a T. Stretch the arms long. Get tall. Good. Lower your left hand down and turn the right palm up and reach that one up overhead. And get that waistline on your side body. Nice and tall and stretched. Good. Oh, beautiful, guys. Mom, I see your fingertips. Come back to a T. Stretch long and tall. Good. And then bring the hands back to your thighs and bring that leg back to center. You got it. Let's make some circles with our body again. Maybe even go into a little cat-cow so you can round your back and straighten it back out. What feels good for you? What feels good about doing this? I think it's always kind of my go-to. All right. How are we doing on time? Good. Okay. Let's do some agility and some brain fitness work now. Okay. So we're going to start with a cross crawl. So we're going to start with our hands. So find that left hand and tap the right shoulder. And then switch. So find your other hand and tap the opposite shoulder. That's it. And keep switching. Switch. And switch. Good. You got it. Switch. And switch. Can you add a clap in between? Switch. Clap. Switch. Good. Clap. You got it. Switch. Can we go any faster? There you go. I like the double clap. Cool. Okay, switch. Okay. You got it. Nice. Okay, now we're going to tap the knee instead of the shoulder. So cross over. That left hand's going to tap the right knee. Can you clap? Right hand touches left knee. Clap. Can you lift the heel up while you're doing it? That's it. Can you actually lift the foot up into a march? Opposite hand knee movement. Good. Oh, good. And we still got the double clap going. All right, can we get really fancy now and do shoulder, shoulder, knee, knee. Shoulder, shoulder, knee. If you want to clap in between, do. Shoulder, clap, shoulder, clap, knee, clap. All right, one more round. Good. Shoulder. You guys got this. Shoulder, knee, knee. Good. All right, you got that. Okay. Extend your right leg out in front of you on the heel of the foot. And we're going to extend the opposite arm out. So we've got right leg, left arm out. Now turn and look over your right shoulder. All right. Now we're going to switch, okay? So left leg extends, right leg out to the side. Turn and look over your left shoulder. And then try to fluidly move through switching each way. So now our left leg, right arm, Look over the right shoulder and switch. Right leg, left arm, look over the left shoulder. One more time, I'm not going to say. See if you can just switch. That's it. And last one, switch. Good. Okay. All right. Now strengthening those thighs. You have two choices. You can either tap the legs out, or you can extend it and lift it and press out through the heel of the foot. So you choose what works for you today. If you need to lean back in the chair, you can do that. But if you're able to sit up, that's going to build more core strength. We're going to do opposite arm movement, leg movement. So the right leg, left arm, pressing out through the heel of the foot and fingers, and then switch. Press out through the heel of the hand and the heel of the foot. Switch, switch. Can you show me your palm? Yeah, show me your palm. That's it. Press out through those fingers. All right, now next time I say freeze, just freeze. Are you opposite arm leg? Fingers up, toes up. Fingers down, toes down. Fingers up, toes up. Fingers up, toes down. Fingers down, toes down. Fingers down, toes up. And then circle clockwise with the foot, counterclockwise with the wrist. Nice. Good. Give that leg a little massage. All right, start your walk in the park again. Show me your palm. Press out through the heel of those hands and feet. And we're going to freeze the opposite way. So whatever leg was sticking out last time, stick out the opposite leg. Good. Fingers up, toes up. Fingers down, toes down. Toes up, fingers down. Fingers up, toes down. Fingers up, toes up. Clockwise with the foot, counterclockwise with the hand. Nice. You got it. Good. And lower that down. Give that leg a little massage. Okay. That wore me out. Let's get some weights now. Does everybody have some weights? So find your weights. If you don't have weights, you can use cans or water bottles. If you want to do these standing, you can do them standing, okay? All right, if you're going to stay seated, if it works for your back, scooch forward in your chair. That'll require more core strength. But if your back has had it today, just lean. You can lean, don't lean back in your chair, but you lift your butt up, take it all the way to the back of your chair, and then sit up straight. And that little bit of support will help your back without arching your back. Okay, you ready? All right, let's start with some shoulder rows. So palms are facing toward your chair, and just start to roll your shoulders up and back. And when you take your shoulders back, I want you to kiss your shoulder blades towards each other. Let them give each other a little smooch back there. And that's what's going to really help to keep your posture long and tall. Keep your heart lifted, shine your light forward. Two more. And one more. Let's let Sue get settled here. Good. You guys have 2 sets of weights? If not, I know what we can get for Christmas. All right, fingertips. Let's do some bicep curls. Okay, so fingertips to the shoulders. And then keep your elbows, try to keep your elbows locked into your side body. Good, like they're glued in, and then take your arms out to the side just a little bit, and that'll get a different part of your bicep muscle. So to the fingertips, to the shoulders, and then out to the side a little bit. Good. Forward, and then out to the side. No rush here. You're squeezing your upper arm muscle, not the weight or the can or the bottle, okay? So my fingers are pretty free and light. Let's do one more. Good. All right. Take a little break. All right. Shoulders up towards your ears and back and down as you take your palms away from you now. So my palms are facing away from me. I'm going to hinge forward just a smidge, all right, so that I'm not arching my back. So I'm hinging forward just a little bit. Take your weights back and press your arms back for a triceps press. So press back and slowly come back. Press back and slowly release. Try not, if you were standing, imagine where the seam of your pants would be and try not to come forward of the seam of your pants. Also, keep your shoulders relaxed. Keep your head and neck in alignment so you don't want to droop your head down. Good. Let's do 3 more. Press back and release. Nice. Press back and release. Last one. Press back and release. Nice. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to do what's called, I call this the lawnmower pull. I'm going to use my left arm first, but I'm just going to rest my right forearm on my right leg. Okay, so that's going to support my torso. And I'm going to hang my left arm down. So I'm at an angle here. And we're going to pull that weight up towards your ribs, press your elbow back. All right, is this how you start a lawnmower? I have to admit, I've never had to do that really. All right, so lower the arms straight down and then gently press that elbow back and in towards your center body. All right, let's see, y'all got that, good. We're hinging forward just a bit to keep it out of your back. Nice, very nice, good. All right. You're gonna have the strongest biceps, Raj. Good. Nancy, that looks great. Margie, good. Laura? Sue, okay. Good. Sue, try not to tip over too much. If that hurts your shoulder, just lighten your range of motion. Don't go as far, okay? All right, let's go to the other side. So, you're gonna bear your weight with your left elbow, your left forearm on your left thigh, so hinge forward a little bit. I'm turning sideways so you can see. Your right arm's dangling down. And we're just going to slowly bring that arm up towards your ribs and point your elbow back and toward the midline. Don't let the weight, when you release it, don't let the weight drop down. You want to be mindful about how you lower the weight back down as well. Okay? Do you guys feel like you're getting any stronger by doing some weights in the past 14 weeks? Well, yeah, we've been about 14 weeks now. Anyone feel like they're getting a little bit stronger? Maybe? I hope so. And if you do these videos, then you'll do these weights a couple times a week. The recommendation is you do some strengthening 3 times a week. You'll get a lot stronger. Okay, last one. Good. Okay, now place the weights. We'll give our arms a little break. Place the weights on your legs. And this again, if you leaned back before because your back is having a little bit of trouble today, lean back again because you're going to work the hip flexors and the quads now and the core. But if you're trying to build that strength in your core, sit away from the chair. We're going to march slowly with these weights on our thighs. So don't let them roll off and land on your toes. All right, so you're going to lift it up and get it as close to your chest as you can. And take your time. We're not in any hurry here. And if you want to get really fancy, you can bring the knee into your chest and then extend your leg long and then bring it into your chest and then lower it. Your other option is to take the leg out and tap it. Okay, so you have lots of choices. Honor your body today for however you're feeling today. Okay. Let's just do a couple more marches. These are, you're going to feel this in your hip flexors, but this is what's going to help you get up out of a chair, up off the toy, right? Get those legs nice and strong. Good. Let's do one more each leg. So if you guys do this as a video, I'll send it to you. If you try to do it one more time in the week, you'll really get some good strengthening in. Okay? Now, bring your feet together. Take your weights off your legs and just rock your legs side to side. Nice. Okay, you ready to come back to your arms a bit? Let's see if we can come to what's called goal post, all right? So the elbows are trying to be in line with the shoulders. And then just turn your palms facing me, elbows back. And now turn your palms facing your face. So you're doing a little rotation of the wrists too. Turn the palms facing me. And then turn the palms facing your face. That's it. Good, Margaret. Open those palms out. I'm going to face you guys. And turn and palms face you. Two more. This one's hard. If your shoulders are having a hard time, make sure that you honor your body, do what you can, but maybe release the weights and just go through range of motion. Nice. Oh, you guys got that. You're really strong, very strong. Okay, take a breath. All right, now we're going to combine a little brain fitness with strengthening. So we're going to take this this left weight, and we're just going to reach it up and down as we extend the right leg out to the side, out in front, okay? And then switch. My brain fitness is shot. All right, so left arm up, right leg out, and then the other arm is down. So we're pressing up toward heaven and down toward earth, and then switch. So it's opposite arm leg movement with an extension of that leg. Okay. Ooh, is that Don doing weights? Yeah, good. Let's do a couple more on each side. Sue, if your shoulder is had it, don't push it through past the point of fatigue, okay? One more each way. There you go. Good. All right. Take a breath. Take a breath. Let's set these weights down. Raj, you keep going. Awesome. Okay, lower the weights down mindfully. Remember how to pick up weights so you don't torque your back. Now we got to stretch these arms out, right? So take your right hand out to the arm out to the side and touch your fingertips to your shoulder. And then put your hand underneath your tricep arm and start pushing it up, push it up, push it up. Let your fingers walk back down your neck. And you can stay right here, or if you can frame your face and really lift that elbow up toward the sky. Nice, guys. And then just a little tipping over toward that left side to get a nice stretch all through this underside of your body. Now, if that's too much, just take it to where the range of motion allows. Good. And release that. Shake that arm out. Let's go to the other side. So palm up of that left hand. Plug the head of the arm bone into the shoulder as you tap your finger. Walk your left fingertips down the back of your back. Elbow lifts up. Maybe you frame your face. If you can do that, you should try to sleep or lay in bed like this a little bit to really get good stretching of your shoulders if that doesn't hurt. But if you're already able to do that and you want to maintain it, that's a good way to try to lay in bed for a little while. I'm going to do a class on bed yoga one of these days. All right, lower that down. Roll those shoulders out. Shake the arms out. Interlace the fingers and press the palms forward. Stretch across your wrist, your fingers, and then keep pressing. Take the chin to the chest, round your back body. That's a little cat pose. Good. And then lift the arms up either to your forehead or all the way up overhead, depending on your shoulders. And then lower the arms down. Very nice. Roll your shoulders out. Okay, we just got a couple more things to do. We've done a lot today, so you deserve to be tired, but also energized, right? When you take some exercise, it helps you to get more energy. So we're going to do some warrior poses. So what I want you to do is take your feet out nice and wide. Sit on the edge of your chair if you feel safe. And have your knees directly over your ankles. Press your feet into the floor and use that to help grow your spine long and tall. Roll the shoulders back. This is your warrior legs, strong and stable, your foundation. Bring your hands across your heart, wrist across your heart, and then sweep the arms out to the side. Look over your left shoulders for warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Strong and stable. And there's that mantra, I can do this hard thing. And I'm saying that the isolation and the quarantine is a hard thing, but we can do this. We're doing it, and doing this yoga together is one way we're doing it, and we're succeeding through it. So lower your right hand down and turn your left palm up and reach that arm up overhead. So I say, I can ask for help when I need it. And asking for help, you can say, hey, I need a day where I just want you to hang out with me on Zoom or Facebook, FaceTime. We're just going to sit and read a book together, but I just need to know I have the company. So using technology to connect. Good. And then come back to warrior two. And hands come back together, feet together, and take those knees away from each other again. All right. And then let's do warrior on the other side. So feet come back out. Hands cross over the chest. Sweep the arms out to the side. Look over your right shoulder. Warrior two, strong and stable. Good foundation here. Lower your, your left hand down and turn your right palm up and reach that arm up overhead. Lift from the pelvis to the fingertips. Good. Nice. And then back to warrior two. Hands to the thighs and walk the feet back together. And again, just some nice circles or whatever your body says you should do. What is your body feeling like would be a good thing to do right now? Your shoulders to kayak, or you're, moving in whatever way, maybe a gentle twist side to side. Gently rubbing the hands on the thighs as you twist side to side. What is it that would feel good for you? Okay, and I think we are, everybody had enough? You worn out? Are you still good, huh? You guys want more? No. All right, let's come to Shavasana, and we'll have a couple of minutes at the end of practice to chit chat a little bit. So get yourself comfy. All right, slide back in your chair. And if you want to use some blocks to put your feet on and do the grandma turning in her grave posture where you're sitting not very ladylike with the feet together and the knees apart, just allow yourself to relax and be comfortable, okay? And then just come back to your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And you can listen to me or not. You can totally ignore me if you want and just enjoy your Shavasana. I'm just going to do a little bit of visual alternate nostril breathing. So I want you just to imagine the breath. And we'll imagine it as a warm light, since we're talking about light today. And that light is going to start coming in through that left big toe. And it moves into the ankle and the leg, through the knee, up the thigh, into the left side body, shoulder, side of the neck, and eventually makes its way into the left nostril for an inhale. Pauses in the middle of your forehead, kind of massages, and then exhales down the right side. It takes this tour of the inner landscape of the body. It's just noticing how the body is feeling, and it's massaging tissues that are tight or tense. So that's the form of what the breath and what the light is doing. So we'll move through this in a normal breathing pattern. So you can just imagine it doing that. All right, so breathe in and out. Next breath in is going to come in through the left side. Into the left nostril, pause in the middle of the forehead at the third eye, and exhale down the right side of the body, massaging the right tissues, exiting out the right toe, and then inhale through the right side, up through the right body, pausing at the third eye, exhale down the left side. Inhale back up through the left side of the body, pausing. Exhale down the right. Inhale through the right, massaging, loosing, relaxing, and exhale down the left. Inhale through the left side body into the left nostril, pause, exhale down the right. And inhale through the right. Pause at the mind's eye, exhale down the left. Last one, inhale through the left. Pause and exhale at the right. You can keep with this pattern or if you choose, or just breathe in through both nostrils and out through both nostrils. Continue imagining the breath, massaging, relaxing, releasing any part of your body that's feeling tight or tense. The lower back, the jaw, the neck, hips. Feel free to stay here in Shavasana for as long as you like. You can even turn the video off and just enjoy a longer Shavasana. But if you feel ready to come up and out, come back first with that nice full breath in and slow breath out. And begin wiggling fingers and toes. Gently turn your head side to side. And to move your body again. And bringing the hands to the heart space. Pressing the hands into the chest, into the breastbones where your light source is. Just know that all the light and love that's in my heart honors that same light that's in each of yours. Know that you are the essence of light. Bow your head to honor your own practice. And then blink your eyes open and take a look at your Sangha, at your group, and greet each other now with Namaste. If you want to unmute yourself and say hello, say goodbye, say happy Hanukkah, whatever. Turn my recording off.